Mike Tyson
look at his
accomplished.
lifestyle. Look at his lifestyle, G Boogie. His lifestyle is about
Listen,
it's
I'm
about
gonna
being
keep
a
it real.
slob. It's about eating bad. It's about drinking. It's about being. Well, I've always thought that Luke Campbell has a great shot of beating Tank before this fight.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna say that those chances are a little higher. I would pick him to beat Tank at 135. I think he would win. I think he's bigger. He's in good shape. He's strong. He's a strong dude. Let's not forget that. And,
see that I want to see Campbell in there with Devin Haney. That's who I want to see.
That's a nice fight too. That is a nice fight.
It's a nice fight. That I'd like to see. If Tank, I'd like to see Tank fight Teofimo Lopez. To be honest with you, that's the fight I want Tank to fight.
Yeah. Yep.
That would be an absolute.
I think Teofimo beats him.
You know, that could be the fight that makes either one of them guys.
Yeah, they're afraid of that. That's the thing that gets me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, boxing fans they're being so dishonest when you fanboy for somebody. Why don't you want to see him fight the prospect like him? Because that's what fucking Tank is. He's a prospect. He's a little long in the tooth for a prospect. He's been in the game for a little while, but that's what he really is. Him and Teofimo are at this point, prospects. I think Teofimo's future looks a little bit better. But let's find out. Nah, it's not about that. It's about making the money, But your boy's not fighting nobody. He's gonna get to that point and get schooled.
Yeah, I think Ryan Garcia gets. I don't think Ryan Garcia beats any of them top guys. To be honest with you,
I think Leo Santa Cruz might
good
get
fight,
some problems to us too.
Do you think so? Yeah.
I mean, what does Leo Santa Cruz do best? He outworks his opponent.
No, stink the joint out.
But he outworks them, right? He usually outworks these guys.
Well, according to the judges, yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, he is boring. I'm not going to say that, but he's constantly throwing punches. The fucking Tank, if he doesn't knock you out, you better start watching that gas tank after 4 or 5 rounds. His mouth is open. Chicken. Sugary drinks. It looks like they need to give this boy a fucking insulin shot. So I think that's a good fight. He don't get sparked out within the first 4 or 5 rounds. I think that Tank will be in trouble.
He should have took that old guy out, especially on one leg. Come on.
Well, like you said, Djibouti, he was the sacrificial lamb. He was supposed to be the knockout of the night or something like that. You know what I mean? The victim.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He should have got his fat, instead of doing that fat camp, he should have took it serious to say, you know what, I need to do this so I can make people think of me the way they want me to. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't. He made himself look like an ass, to tell you the truth.
The difference is, right, like Devin Haney, say what you like about Devin Haney, he was poor in his last fight. But Devin Haney just has world champion written all over him, the way he conducts himself, the way he trains, the way he loves the sport, and he's in it for the right reasons. I want Devin Haney to do well. I just don't think he's ready yet. I think Eddie Hearn's pushing him far too quickly, calling him Floyd Mayweather already, when he don't even look like Floyd Senior at the moment. So you need to fucking calm down a little bit with Haney.
Yeah, just relax.
Build him up slow. That Campbell fight's there for him. You give him that fight. If he gets through that one, then we need to start seriously looking at this Devin Haney and saying, yeah, this guy could be the real deal. But right now, calm down, But he's the one. He's the one I want to do well. When I see Tank Devin, I don't want him to do well. I don't want anything bad to happen to him. I don't hate boxers that much, but I just don't want him to do well in boxing because he don't deserve it. He cuts corners. He's always drunk. He acts a fucking clown. I mean, his homosexual tendencies are alarming.
Oh.
I just don't like the guy, man. But I don't want anything bad to happen to him. I just don't want him to.
Well, I mean,
do well. Devin Haney and them sort of guys. Even Teofimo Lopez, right? I say what you like about Lopez, but that shot he landed on Comey, that hurt Comey, was one of the sweetest punches I've ever seen in my life. This proves he knows how to throw a punch. I mean, if you want to know how to knock someone out, go and watch that punch. Technically, superb. Everything he did was right. The way he turned, the way he planted his feet, just everything about that punch was perfect. So Lopez,
his back foot,
it's there. Yeah, it's there. It's there. It's in him to do. This guy could be special, but he's another one that cuts corners and struggles at the weight and getting too hyped up in his own hype. So he needs to take a back step on him, but he could be another one that I'm looking at. For me, Tank Davis, I think Tank Davis should have gone steaming ahead when he had the momentum, and he's lost it.
You know why people hate Lomachenko so much is because they wish that their favorite fighter had the abilities that he has, and that's probably why they have jealousy towards him.
He's disciplined. The thing about
Exactly.
Lomachenko is a disciplined lifestyle. That's how he was raised. The problem with guys like at least like Tank, the problem with a guy like that is that this is a kid who grew up in the streets. He's a product of the ghetto. He just has talent. That's all. And it's hard for him.
He doesn't have proper guidance.
Right. It's hard for him.
Look at what Mike Tyson accomplished.
Look at his lifestyle, G Boogie. His lifestyle is about.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it real.
It's about eating bad. It's about drinking. It's about being.
Keep it real, Stu.
Listen, you need to. What you need to do when you're a young fighter, you need to get away from the people that you surround yourself with. If that's in the ghetto, then so be it. Get away from the ghetto. If that's in some fucking middle class white people's area where there's snobs, then get away. You need to be around the boxing people. You need to be away from all the distractions. You need say we like about Chris Eubank Jr. Right? He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, but the guy puts the work in. He's constantly in Las Vegas. I mean, Chris Eubank sent him to America to learn boxing as a kid. He had to go out there and survive on his own. That's the tough upbringing. That's what makes him tough in the ring. He might lack a few skills because he's too ignorant to learn, but he's still got that will to win. And you just see it with so many fighters, they don't want to fucking know. They just don't want to know, mate. Tank's one of them. But Tank was fighting from a young age. Tank was fighting from a real small age as a kid. I think he has quite a decent amateur background. But let's be real, he's been around the amateur game long enough to learn the basics, know what to do and what not to do in a boxing ring. He's definitely a very good fighter. You don't get to where he is if you can't fight. That's just facts.
Yeah.
But our problem is with him, we're seeing 50% of what he could be. And that for me is not enough. You either give 100% or get the fuck out of boxing. That's my attitude. I'm not here to watch people con the fucking public like before, like the Floyd days, when we see Robert Guerrero being carried along the fight when it should have been stopped rounds before. I don't want to see any more of that. I want to see young guys hungry, like the Mike Tyson, that young 19-year-old Mike Tyson. That's what I want to see fighters like, hungry, living in fucking some Italian's basement, just boxing in the basement, learning, coming back. All right, injecting himself with all sorts of steroids as well, by the looks of it. But you know what I mean. That sort of hunger. That's what I want. I don't want to see fucking guys turning up in Ferraris to weigh-ins when they've not proved anything in the boxing ring.
Do you think that maybe Tank's one of those athletes, like psychologically, he believes in his mind that he's so good or naturally born gifted that he may not need to put in that extra work to be great? But I think he maybe believes that he's got such great knockout power that he can just walk through people. But maybe last night was a learning lesson, hopefully, but I doubt it.
But that's a psychological thing that he has to correct and be away, like Stu and what Recognize was saying. He needs to stay away from the people that is bad influence to him. That if he wants to continue on and be great or have a legacy, he needs to do the proper things, which is get in there and do what you're supposed to do. Take your career seriously. Every person that goes in a career, whether it's labor, whether it's whatever, they graduate themselves. So if you're willing to educate yourself and not stay stuck at that one point.
At the end of the day, right, boxing's such a tough sport. If you don't give it your all in camp, if you cut corners, you'll get found out very quickly. It's all right you knocking over these fucking 38-year-old Cubans that are basically ready to be euthanized. Do it to the young guys like the Lopez's, or do it to a Lomachenko. When you get in there with them guys, you're not going to be ready. Even Tank needs, like I said, he needs to be stepping up quickly. Because, like I said, one day Floyd's going to have enough of protecting him. He's going to shove him in there with a line, and he's going to be like a fucking gazelle in there. It's time to move on quickly, and it's time to get on some good wins. And then maybe I'll start changing my mind about Tank. But I just see Adrian Broner Mark II. Give it a few years, he's going to be a very good. B-side, shall we say, on the pay-per-view event.
Looks like it's gonna be a great day today to get some fresh air like a